December 4th, 1872, an eerie sight met the eyes of the crew aboard the British-American ship D.I. Gratia. As they sailed through the vast, cold expanse of the Atlantic, a chilling discovery was made. There, adrift in the relentless waves, was the Mary Celeste. This was not just any ship, but a vessel of mystery and unanswered questions. The Mary Celeste, a ship that had set sail from the bustling city of New York a month prior, bound for the distant shores of Genoa, Italy, commanded by Captain Benjamin Briggs, a crew of 7, and the unexpected company of Briggs' wife and their 2-year-old daughter. The ship was more than just a vessel. It was a floating home, equipped with luxuries unheard of at the time, including a sewing machine and an upright piano. As the crew of the D.I. Gratia approached, they were met with an unsettling silence. No signs of life, no calls from the crew, nothing but the creaking of the ship and the relentless Atlantic winds. The Mary Celeste was seaworthy, her sails set and her cargo untouched, yet she was as empty as a grave. The only sign of life, or rather, the sign of life that once was the ship's log. The entries were ordinary, mundane even, with no signs of trouble or distress. The last entry, made on November 25th, hinted at nothing out of the ordinary. It was as if the ship's crew had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a ghost of their presence. Yet one thing was amiss. A lifeboat, orderly boarded, was missing. It was as if the crew and passengers had calmly abandoned the ship. But why would they leave a perfectly seaworthy ship? What could have provoked such a decision? The answers to these questions were as absent as the crew themselves. The Mary Celeste was a floating enigma, a ghost ship, drifting aimlessly in the Atlantic. A vessel of luxury, now a vessel of mystery, leaving behind a trail of questions that echo through the annals of maritime history. An orderly boarded lifeboat was missing, but no soul was there to tell the tale. The Mary Celeste was a ghost ship. A month earlier, the Mary Celeste had set sail from New York, its destination Genoa, Italy. A voyage that began like any other, steeped in the ordinary yet destined for the extraordinary. A journey that was never to reach its intended port. The ship was commanded by Captain Benjamin Briggs, a seasoned mariner known for his steadfastness and calm demeanor. At his side were 7 sturdy crew members, each seasoned sailors in their own right. Yet, accompanying them on this ill-fated voyage was Briggs' wife and their 2-year-old daughter, an unusual sight in an otherwise all-male world of seafaring. The Mary Celeste was no ordinary ship, and her cargo was a reflection of this. She was laden with luxuries that seemed out of place for such a vessel. An upright piano, a symbol of cultured living, was nestled amidst the ship's cargo. A sewing machine, a nod to the domestic, was also found on board. These items, along with an abundance of supplies, enough for half a year, painted a picture of a voyage planned with care and precision. The ship was not just well-stocked, but also well-prepared. The crew had been provisioned for a journey lasting 6 months, a testament to the foresight of Captain Briggs. The presence of such ample supplies and comforts not only highlights the normalcy of the voyage, but also intensifies the mystery of what happened. As the Mary Celeste cut through the Atlantic waves, everything seemed in order. The last entry in the ship's log, penned by Captain Briggs himself, revealed nothing out of the ordinary. It was a routine log of a routine day, a stark contrast to the eerie silence that would soon envelop the ship. However, the last log entry of the ship revealed nothing unusual. All seemed in order, yet the sea took them all. This was a voyage doomed from the start, a voyage that would end in whispers and shadows, leaving behind a ghost ship that continues to haunt us to this day. Over the years, the fate of those aboard the Mary Celeste has become one of the sea's darkest mysteries. A myriad of theories have been spun, each more tantalizing and terrifying than the last. First, let's delve into the more conventional explanations. One of the earliest theories was mutiny. It was surmised that perhaps the crew, driven by some unknown motive, turned against Captain Briggs, leading to a bloody uprising. But this theory fails to hold water when one considers the lack of any signs of a struggle or violence on the ship. Furthermore, Briggs was known to be a fair and respected captain, making mutiny an unlikely scenario. Then there was the theory of pirate attacks. The mid-19th century was a time when piracy was not unheard of. Could a band of ruthless pirates have raided the Mary Celeste, taking the crew hostage or worse? But again, this theory is riddled with holes. The ship's cargo was untouched and valuables were left behind, an unlikely occurrence if pirates were involved. The theories then take a turn for the bizarre. Some suggested that the Mary Celeste was attacked by a giant octopus or sea monster, a popular speculation in an era when the mysteries of the deep were largely unknown and fear of what lurked beneath was profound. But, as you might have guessed, there's no evidence to support this. It's a chilling thought though, isn't it? The supernatural wasn't left out of the equation either. Tales of ghostly interventions and the ship being cursed made the rounds. Whispers of spectral figures and eerie happenings on the ship were spread. Some even suggested that the Mary Celeste was a ghost ship, destined to sail the seas empty of living souls. These theories, while spine-tingling, lack any substantial evidence, but they do add an extra layer of intrigue to the already ominous tale. One theory even suggested that water damage to the ship's cargo of industrial alcohol could have caused an explosion. But the ship was found intact, and there was no evidence of a fire or an explosion. The alcohol containers were still sealed and undamaged, which further discredits this theory. Each theory seems to raise more questions than it answers, creating a web of speculation and mystery that continues to captivate us. Was it a natural disaster, a human error, or something far more sinister that led to the crew's disappearance? The truth remains elusive, shrouded in the mists of time and speculation. The fate of those aboard the Mary Celeste is a mystery that has endured for over a century, capturing imaginations and stoking the fires of curiosity. The theories, as varied and numerous as they are, only serve to deepen the mystery, adding to the enigma that is the Mary Celeste. Each theory more chilling than the last, yet none could truly explain the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew. In recent years, a new theory emerged, as chilling as it is scientific. The alcohol fumes theory has sent ripples of intrigue through the mystery of the Mary Celeste, adding another layer of enigma to an already puzzling tale. Imagine this: the Mary Celeste carrying over 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol sailing through the unpredictable Atlantic. The alcohol, highly volatile, is stored in the ship's hold, a ticking time bomb hidden beneath the deck. And then it happens. A spark, a heat source, something triggers the alcohol fumes, an explosion occurs. But this is no ordinary explosion. It's silent, invisible, a ghostly explosion, leaving no signs of fire or damage, a scientific anomaly that baffles the mind. This theory suggests that the crew, witnessing this silent explosion, would have been terrified. The flames invisible to the naked eye dancing around them, the heat intensifying without a source. The panic spreading as quickly as the unseen fire. Captain Briggs, a seasoned mariner, would have recognized the danger. An invisible fire on a wooden ship in the middle of the Atlantic would have been a horrifying prospect. The ship's log showed no sign of panic, no sign of disorder. But what if the threat was invisible? What if the terror was silent? The crew wouldn't have had time to record their fear. They would have been too busy fighting an enemy they couldn't see. And then the final order. Captain Briggs, realizing the futility of their situation, orders everyone into the lifeboat. The Mary Celeste, now an unmanned ghost ship, continues on her journey. This theory, while chilling, is also scientific. It's possible that alcohol fumes could cause such an explosion, and the absence of any fire damage on the Mary Celeste only lends more credibility to this theory. But like all theories, it raises more questions than it answers. What happened to the lifeboat and its occupants? Why was there no sign of the explosion on the ship? Was it the invisible terror of an explosion that led Captain Briggs to order everyone into the lifeboat. The sea keeps its secrets. The Mary Celeste, an enduring enigma of the sea, her story forever etched in the annals of maritime lore. She set sail from New York, her destination, Genoa, Italy. Her crew, 8 souls including the captain's family, braved the unforgiving Atlantic, never to be heard from again. Her discovery in December 1872, adrift and deserted, was a chilling scene. A seaworthy vessel, her cargo untouched, the only sign of life, a missing lifeboat. Her logbook, a silent testament of a journey abruptly ended, held no clues of their fate. Theories, speculations, and even tales of sea monsters have surfaced over the years, each more baffling than the last. Of late, a hypothesis of an alcohol fume explosion has gained traction. Yet it is but another piece of this perplexing puzzle. Her crew vanished, her story a chilling whisper on the waves. The Mary Celeste remains the sea's unsolved mystery.